Financial requirements for UK comes at multiple stages. Firstly, for accepting your offer, you need a good sum of money to deposit, only then you can accept the offer. And then you request for the CAS letter. Again, if for the CAS letter, you have a pre-CAS or a credibility interview in which you will be asked how will you fund your education and probably a proof for that. Now again, after getting the CAS letter, when you go for your UK Tier 4 student visa, you will be asked for a proof of finance. How are you going to fund your education? If you do not provide it, UKVI will reject your application. Now, as many students rely on external financing for funding their education in the UK, it is very important for you to understand how will you get money from your loan to pay your deposit before visa, and how to handle that question of how do you finance your education, and which all lenders are not accepted by UKVI. And UKVI has this very strange requirement of the sanction letter format required for visa. I will talk about all of that in this video. So this is a must watch for all the students who are going to the UK in September 2024, and there's no harm in watching it in advance if you're going next year or later. Do watch the entire video. Hello all, this is Damini, co-founder of VMake Scholars, India's largest education finance platform. So we started in the year 2015 with funding and support from the Ministry of IT, Government of India, and our sole purpose is to help students like you with scholarships and education loans for your higher studies abroad. All our services are absolutely free and our videos are the most trusted source of information than watching some random vlogger. Though we share the information through these videos, but if any bank staff in your locality denies accepting anything which is shared by us in these videos, then we are just a call away. Just call us on the number shown on the screen and we will talk to the branch manager and solve this issue for you. Loanflix web series talks about everything about education loans, and this particular video is to guide you on how to use your loan to pay the deposit for your UK acceptance of offer, and how to handle that question which comes in the pre-CAS or credibility interview, that how to finance your education, and finally how to use this loan letter for your UK Tier 4 student visa. So let's start. So the first stage when you will be requiring finances is when you have to pay the deposit for accepting your offer. Now this deposit can be anywhere between £3,000 to £7,000, and the amount specifically is generally mentioned either on the offer confirmation email such as this one on screen, or it's mentioned on the offer acceptance page on the university website such as this one. Now, most of the students are not aware that they can use their loan to pay this deposit as well. This is called as pre-visa disbursement. Now, most of the government banks and even some of the private banks and NBFCs do not accept the request of disbursing money before visa for this deposit payment when you approach them directly. That's why you should apply for your education loan through VMake Scholars only, because when you apply through us, your financial officer upfront informs the bank or the NBFC that you will be requiring disbursement before visa for the deposit. So when your loan gets approved, it comes along with the approval for pre-visa disbursement. That's why you should start your loan process via VMake Scholars only, and even if you have already started on your own, you can still move your application under VMake Scholars to get a faster response and to get the lower ROI and processing fee. To get in touch with us, you can request a call back via the link mentioned in the video description or via the number shown on the screen. Now, another thing you need to understand is UKVI doesn't accept the education loan sanction from all the lenders in India. All the banks are accepted, but when it comes to Indian NBFCs, except Credila, they do not recognize rest of the NBFCs, which means a loan sanction letter from these other NBFCs will not be directly accepted as a proof of finance. Hence, in such scenarios, we help you get the entire education loan disbursed in your account at least 28 days before the visa filing date, so that you can show it as your own personal fund. So when you go for your visa, you do not show the loan sanction letter. Instead, you show your bank statement, because the funds will be lying right in your bank account. Kindly note that this list of accepted lenders keeps changing, so it is advisable that you ask your financial officer for the updated information before applying for your loan. If you haven't been assigned a financial officer yet, you can request a call back via the link mentioned in the video description or by calling us on the number which is shown on the screen. So the question, how will you fund your education, will be asked during the pre-CAS interview by the university and during the credibility interview via the UKVI. If you're taking an education loan, this is how you put it forward. So I'm financing my education through an education loan from XYZ Bank, and I've been roughly approved a loan of XYZ pounds. Having a loan will keep me away from the financial stress, and I'll be able to focus on my classes and assignments. By such an answer, you are giving the assurance to the visa officer that you are more likely to focus on your studies and finish the course on time compared to someone who is self-financing their studies. So at the start of this video, I told you that UKVI has a very strange requirement of the loan sanction letter format which they accept for visa. In other countries also, loan sanction letter is required as a proof of finance, but they're not very particular about the format of it. But UKVI is particular. See, most of the government banks have this 3-4 page sanction letter, which is very descriptive and it has all the terms and conditions. But UKVI requires 1 page tabular format sanction letter, which says the course, amount, university, collateral, co-applicant. That's it, in a quick view. Most of the banks have hiccups in giving this 1 page sanction letter because number one, it's a policy issue at some of the banks that manual sanction letter is not allowed, that you cannot change the format of the sanction letter. But mostly it's the second reason, that the bank staff is lazy to type in this 1 page sanction letter, because this 3-4 page sanction letter is system generated, but this 1 page one, they have to manually type it. So when you approach the bank directly, you will face this issue in getting this 1 page sanction letter. But when you apply for your loan through VMX Scholars, it is the job of your financial officer to coordinate with the bank and get you this 1 page sanction letter, which is accepted for the visa. That's another reason why you should apply for your loan through VMX Scholars only. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments below and I'll personally answer all your questions. And you can directly call us on the number shown on the screen. Also, if you want us to help you with your loan process, you can request a call back via the link mentioned in the video description. And please note that all our services are absolutely free. Once you request a call back, your financial officer will get in touch with you. And if you found this video useful, do hit the like button and share it with your friends and colleagues who might be looking to study in the UK. That's it. Bye-bye for now.